Hello and welcome to Thong Nhat Stadium here in Ho Chi Minh City. A big clash awaits us between Ho Chi Minh City Women's Football Club and Abu Dhabi Country Club. A chance awaits them for the semi-finals in the AFC Women's Champions League, a quarter-final to be played between these two sides. A fantastic opportunity to continue growing the game for both these sides. It is a big match. It is winner takes all into the semi-finals. And for both teams, they finished second in their group to get to this point. But they were good enough to get to this point. They'll either face Ura Red Diamonds or Wuhan in the next round if they are able to win this evening. It'll be the second of the Champions League quarterfinals matches to be played as we see both these sides line up. Captain there, Baikyu from Ho Chi Minh City. They are a confident team. They haven't played some football in a while. Last time they were out on the pitch was back in December. Their league season still yet to start, but they have the Vietnamese Cup coming up soon, some fixtures in the next couple of weeks, but this is their first real test as a side up against Abu Dhabi Country Club, who are on a 10-game winning streak at the moment, competing well in their league competition as they always do, a dominant side. Both these teams dominant in their respective competitions throughout history. So many trophies in the cabinet as we see the Abu Dhabi women's side ready. It is a confident team. They play some exciting brands of football. If you haven't seen them throughout this competition, scored some wonderful goals. Both these sides. As we see the benches. Sure to see some of these faces out here, out on the park this evening, ahead of the game, during the game, sorry. See there, Priscilla Adubier, the Abu Dhabi Country Club. Both these teams had different journeys into this competition. For Abu Dhabi, they had to get through the preliminary rounds, and they won all three of those games. Last one against Al Nassr to get into this competition, and now when the competition officially started, they drew two of their games in their group and they won their first one. That's what saw them finish second to get them to this point. And for the home side, Ho Chi Minh City, they won 2 out of the 3 games in their group, losing only to the Ura Red Diamonds, who beat them 2-0 on the final match day of the groups. All smiles there from Sabrina Cabrera, the American.
Let us welcome to Ho Chi Minh City Women FC and Abu Dhabi Country Club.
Two sides who will be desperate to show their best performances this evening. It is a refereeing group full of Australians, China as well. Casey Rybelt, the lead referee in this contest from Australia, regularly referees in the Australian women's competition. Certainly feel the energy and anticipation from both sides ahead of this game. Fantastic crowd out in Ho Chi Minh City to come and support their home side. They'll be desperate for another win. They haven't played at home since their first game in the competition. So a fantastic opportunity to see them hear the anthem of this competition. It's only a proud moment to know they've got themselves to this point. And we are not far away from getting going. There's some fierce competition throughout this competition. Fierce sides in the group stages, but to make it to the quarterfinals for this new tournament, to grow the game of women's football in Asia, a fantastic opportunity. Head coach Sarah Hassanian from the Abu Dhabi Country Club spoke about how much it means to her side to grow the game in the Arab world. But Ho Chi Minh City, all-time Vietnamese top goal scorer Hyun Nhu starts for them. As always, American Sabrina Cabrera, Chelsea Lee have been brought in, as well as Audrey Goodwell. New signings to boost up this Ho Chi Minh City side. They'll be desperate to put their best foot forward with their new team. As our referee, as I mentioned, Casey Rybelt, Joanna Trakitis, Madeline Alum, and Dong Hyun. All smiles as they ready themselves. Isn't it beautiful to see the Abu Dhabi side, everyone involved, not just the starting players in the group photo. It's the first time the side from the region has made it into this competition. For Abu Dhabi, Ghanaians, Lydia Krampa, Princilla Adubie, and Japanese defender Nanami Sone also in the side. Their top goal scorer in this competition, Eugenia Tete, is also starting for them. You can expect a fiery contest. Lots of goals from two sides who are certainly in different points in their league season. As I've mentioned already, Ho Chi Minh have yet to play some competitive football since December of 2024. Whereas for the Abu Dhabi Country Club, they have been playing regular football in their league competition back in the United Arab Emirates. So they will probably a little bit more match fit, so we'll see how long it takes Ho Chi Minh City women's side to get into the rhythm. Obviously, they would have been doing practice matches ahead of this game. But it is always a test of not just regular fitness, but also your football capacity in a contest like this. We are just moments away from getting going. And it will be the Abu Dhabi Country Club who get us started. Immediately intercepted as they try to build the home side. Fantastic home support, you can already hear it, but it's immediately won back in the middle of the park. Chance to break out quick, but that pass is a little bit too sloppy. Audrey Goodwill on the ball. Taipui playing it into the middle of the park for Chelsea Lee. One of the Americans brought in. Some quick play. Working it out wide now. On the knee side. But immediately put under pressure, and that ball's out of the field of play. There's Nguyen Hung Tham, who is the head coach of Ho Chi Minh City. On the side, talked about how this will be a fierce contest between both teams. Expects a good match. That's played dangerously into the box, headed away. Also the feet of Abu Dhabi on the side. They try to break forward, but that hits the feet of Nanami Sone. Out wide now, finds Tete. trying to work her way inside. Miscues that pass. They win it back high up the field. And a first strike on goal. Goes wide. That was from Rashida Ibrahim. The Ghanaian in this team. Previously played in the Ghana Premier League for Berry Ladies FC. That shot was wide on goal. It's been good for this team, playing consistent, regular football. Has played all 6 matches through the prelims and throughout the group stages. 1 goal to her name. And there she is on the ball, switching it out wide. Breaking run forward. Adubie working her way centrally. Got some options if she wants to, but she's got an angle. And there's the first goal. Priscilla Adubie from Ghana scores to put the Abu Dhabi Country Club ahead in this contest. In less than 3 minutes, they are the side that have been playing regular football. But a fantastic strike outside of the box. And you can see the joy on the bench for Priscilla Adubie. If we take a look at that again, she was confident. It was low driving to the near post. Outstretched arm couldn't do it, but she sliced it across her body. Created the angle, created the space. And a great strike from the Ghanaian. Priscilla Adubie on the score sheet early on. That's exactly the start Abu Dhabi are after, and they're looking to get a second. The home side certainly need to settle the game. We do have a player down. Looks to be the goal scorer, Adubie, but Ho Chi Minh City aren't going to stop their play. It's not a head injury, and that ball's gone out of the park. It is the goal scorer, Adubie, who's down on the ground. Very high up the pitch. Looks to be in some sort of pain. Got an ice pack to her hamstring. That could be a deadly blow if she's not able to continue. That's the head coach, Sarah Hassanein from the Abu Dhabi Country Club. Spoke about how much it means for the Arrow women's football, and you saw it. Adubie just go down. She sat, didn't look too harsh in initial play, but just that landing and then straight to her right hamstring. She's up on her feet now, which is fantastic to see, but looks to be okay. But holding that hamstring, and wouldn't that be a blow? The goal scorer would take a look at it once again. A beautiful strike from the edge of the box. Nothing the keeper could do in that instance. Really well done. Adubie just waiting to come back onto the park. Through goodwill. Playing it out to Taikui. Searching for answers, Chelsea Lee. It's a great turn in the middle of the park. Searching for a run. That ball was inviting. They'll play it back. And it'll be cleared for safety by the Cruz, Brazilian keeper. Chance to attack The Vietnamese side creating an angle. That's a dangerous ball into the box. Falls short. Alanzi. Hasn't been settled this game just yet. Very frantic opening stages, particularly when Ho Chi Minh have the ball in possession. They want to play quickly. And they've got ball passes that are certainly able to slice through Abu Dhabi for the moment, but they just can't get the ball into the box to start with. Hyun Nui dispossessed and sent long and searching for a run. Keeper has to come out and does. That ball, heavy touch, and will stay in play for the home side. Intercepted once again. They're doing well to read the ball, read the passes. Abu Dhabi Country Club. It looks like that ball's just being collected by the captain. Fatima Alushani. Once again, almost picked off. That time, overzealous with the challenge was Rashida Ibrahim on Dai Drang. Both going for it and just cutting the legs underneath. Easy call for the referee, Casey Rybelt, in that situation. Positive opening stages. Particularly to score so early on in this game. Both sides would have come into this fixture maybe a little bit nervous. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know what to expect from the opposition side. Don't see them regularly. Maybe you haven't seen as much footage of them. That early strike on goal, being brave from the United Arab Emirates side to come in to really set the standard, set the initiative in this contest. Very important. Well, that's their side. Settle into this game. That's a good long ball forward, but headed away. Brought down by Ibrahim, but dispossessed. Now that's it, Daikui. But one back. They're hungry to get the ball back as quick as possible. They want to play it long. Want to use their pace. Something that was talked about early in this game by the Vietnamese side was how they had to prepare themselves for the physical matchup against this Abu Dhabi side. They are a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit fitter at the moment with the match play they've had. So that was going to be another challenge. They certainly felt prepared heading into this contest, but we've already seen the physicality early in this game. That ball's played wide. Searching for options, surveying the area, and that's a well-timed tackle from Chelsea Lee. Good goal kick this time. Miraj Ahmed. Keeper Quoc Tao Em. 2 national team caps for the Vietnamese national team. Abu Dhabi, it's only 25% possession to start with, really operating on the counter-attack, using that to their advantage. But this could be a chance to make their way forward for the home side. Cabrera lost the ball for the moment in that physical battle and cleared out. Played wide. Disappointed faces in the crowd at the moment. Still making noise. Still hoping their side will be able to get the points for them. Heavy touch. Works to the advantage in that outstretched leg. Couldn't find the ball once again. Raj Ahmed to throw the ball in this time. Searching, that's a great turn away from Adubier. And fouled in the process. If you are just joining us, Priscilla Adubier just got fouled in that moment. Her goal is what separates these two sides. Scored it in the opening 3 minutes from the edge of the box. Cutting it across her body to the near post. To beat out Quoc Tao Em. Set piece opportunity. This ball sit high in the air, off the crossbar, sits around, and finally slotted away. A second goal for the Abu Dhabi Country Club side. This time by Tora Al-Ghahafi. And they're dancing in the crowd, the extended squad. It was a good free kick. Forced to save. Hurried back into the crowd and then slotted away. And they are absolutely loving it, the extended squad for the Abu Dhabi Country Club. Take a look at that free kick. Almost could have gone in by itself. It was defended the first time. But Turaf Al-Ghahafi ready and waiting, pouncing. The forward couldn't miss from there, open-sided goal. And that is her first goal of the competition. And 2 goals to the good. The Abu Dhabi side. And their teammates who didn't make the matchday squad today are dancing. They are loving it. Certainly not the same level of joy for the home side at the moment. They've had the majority of the possession, but they just haven't been able to really capitalize on it. And it's been the pace and the set piece opportunities, as we just saw. 2 shots on target for Abu Dhabi Country Club and 2 goals within the opening 20 minutes of this game. They look like they're on every time they make their way forward and get into the final third. And they're winning the ball up high up the pitch. A long-range bomb And that's too long. Certainly Rashida Ibrahim launching that strike, but when you're 2 goals up, you are afforded the opportunity to take strikes like that and require the opposition to really bring the challenge to you. How will they respond now? Particularly Daikui, who's the captain of this Ho Chi Minh side. What does she say to her teammates? How do they find inspiration again, not get demoralized? Tussle in the middle of the center circle. It's a great diagonal ball. Adubier, another chance to get back on the score sheets. Cuts it across and well defended. It was a great run on the left-hand side. Just a too tight of an angle in the end and well defended. UBA looking very lively on the wings. It's a dangerous cross. Deep in the box and eventually cleared, but it will stay with the Abu Dhabi side. Fighting for possession. Tete. Sone. Managing to keep possession. Well worked in a tight space, but picked off. Just feels the difference in the amount of playing time is just starting to wear Abu Dhabi, a side who are really confident at the moment. 10-game winning streak in the United Arab Emirates League. They're a side who have been absolutely dominant in their own domestic competition. Ball sits up well, sent back centrally. Played back by Cabrera, finding goodwill. Back to Cabrera. They want it back once again, Abu Dhabi. Do a good job for the most part at the moment of getting numbers forward, even when it looks like there's only one there. They're patient to wait. Chance to resettle the side. They're using the width of the park very well for the most of this game. This is good 1-2 passing that ball a little bit too far. Chance to turn. And not that time. And that one not finding a Dubier. Dangerous in their press. really want to force it long, want to use their physical fitness. And it looks like we're going to see an early substitution with Thai Trang going to come on, number 88, to replace Thuy Nan, number 18. So forward goes off for a midfielder, so wants to gain some possession. Also, Thai Trang also coming off as well, it looks. The 36-year-old Thai Trang coming on. Goodwill needs to regain possession in the midfield. And just had some extra bodies there. Once again, nudged off the ball, but Rybel adjudicating a free kick. Lydia Krempar, also from Ghana, a little bit too overzealous with new substitute Thai Trang from Vietnam. And that's an easy decision. So, set piece opportunity. Moments like this are really good for the home side to regain some momentum. That's a curling ball, but always sailing over the crossbar. Disappointed faces. Still plenty of football left to be played. Dubier, one of the best on the park so far. Front attack from Abu Dhabi is dangerous, and they're on it again, but cleared this time by Thai Kui. Abraham couldn't find it. And also in that last substitute window, forward Hong Nine coming on. Breaking quickly, that ball showed too much of it. Dispossessed. Game that is being played very frantically at the moment. High intensity, lots of pace. As we see that chance across, but defended by Dubier, but it looked for a moment that it may have deflected off her arm out of the field of play. Quite interesting. Obviously, everybody blocking it from the referee, but maybe a little bit lucky. It was, as it is a free kick, and that takes a deflection off the wall, and out it goes. Hitting the body there of Al Hassani. Breaking forward once again. Dhabi switching sides to the right hand side of the field of play this time. Head coach of this Abu Dhabi side from Egypt. We've seen the game not only grow in Asia but in Africa as well. Seeing more female coaches a part of the game is fantastic to see. Left behind for the moment by Hong Noi. It's a good cutback. Chested down and then cleared just before the strike was taken. Right it goes, heavy touch, numbers in the box. Cabrera searching that long range effort. Easy save in the end. But if you are just joining us, it's 2 goals from Abu Dhabi that separates the sides. That's a good attempt, long range, on target. Looks to be the first of the game for Ho Chi Minh City. Goodwill trying to drive and inspire her side forward. And they may have a chance out here on this left-hand side. Cutting it across, deflected away. Long-range effort, and it's dribbling towards goal. For the moment there, Vietnamese crowd lifted with that attack, but just fell away in the last few moments. But a strike on goal, they're getting a few more of those in recent moments. 36-year-old midfielder Doi Kang. Searching for answers, searching for an opening. He had a lot of the possession to start with. They're using it more wisely as they do in that moment, dragging it across and forcing a save. They're lifting the Vietnamese side. Beautiful ball in from Cabrera, and that strike from Hoi Nhu, the all-time leading scorer for the Vietnamese women's national side. Fantastic source of inspiration for women's football in the country. 68 goals to her name, 109 national team caps. Third most in terms of appearances and top goal scorer. Fantastic. Ho Chi Minh City have won the Vietnamese Women's Football Championship 13 times in their history. They are ever formidable as they set off for another league campaign. A diagonal effort, tips and easily collected. But they are formidable competition in Vietnam, the best on last year's league. Less than 5 points. It was great to see the game grow. Woodbury, Goodwill, trying to inspire, trying to get this side to be motivated, stay in this game. From the United States, formerly played for Sacramento State in the collegiate system. Here's one of the goal scorers, Priscilla Adubier. First goal from a long way out. got it rolling for Abu Dhabi in the opening 3 minutes. Too far. Pass from Daitui. Dubier sends it long, and there's nobody waiting for that delivery. Almost looks instant for Abu Dhabi. When they get it, they just want to play the ball long. And as one of the assistant referees for Ho Chi Minh City's women's side, head coach Nguyen Hon Pham. Picture, that's a long-range, dazzling effort, but wide it goes. That was from Sabrina Cabrera, another American forward from Stan State. We've seen from both these teams that they will take long-range efforts. There is no hesitation at all. They can certainly hit it with a lot of pace and power. Sailing over a few heads. And a foul. And Chelsea Lee. Rashida Ibrahim coming through the back. Goodwill sending it diagonally this time. And they've had some luck out on the left hand part of the pitch. Back to Lee. Crowded, hounded, and losing possession. Can they get a strike away? They can't. Once again, just running a little bit too long. And they break forward, Abu Dhabi. The numbers here. Searching. Defensive numbers, though, for Ho Chi Minh City as well, and they use it to great effect, winning the ball back. Now can they break for their own counter? Hyunnui got Cabrera up ahead. You can hear the crowd rising with every pass of the ball, every movement further up the field of play, but dispossessed that time by Fatima Al-Hassani. Back across. They clear it long as they always do. Goodwill. In the box. That's a good delivery. Will it sit? Will it wait? Cutting it back. There's a save. There was a number back. They couldn't get the final touch. Doipao on the far post. Couldn't get her boot to it. Well worked from right to left. It was a good cross in. The first time from substitute Hoang Noi. But just the pressure being applied by the Abu Dhabi defense. Just enough to force the miss. And force not even a miss. Lack of contact. So close, Ho Chi Minh City, from getting back in this game. They've certainly been building in the last 5 to 10 minutes, getting more valuable possession, better chances going forward. They can make some good reads. They just haven't found the answer. Only 2 goals down. And still some time left in this first 45 and more in the second. Zahra Arafi very lonesome figure at times, leading the line for the Abu Dhabi Country Club side. That ball may sit perfectly. Keepers come out, strike on goal, and they're back in it. But the offside flag has gone up just when they thought they were back in it. And Hyun Nui thought she had scored. It's waved away. Referee Casey Rybelt adjudicating potential handball. I believe signalling for handball in that instance. Way from the keeper to come out. Raise a hand. It was a good strike from Hyun Nui. I'm not quite sure if referee Casey Rybelt has got it in that instance. Just look at it again. It looks from that replay that it actually may have hit the side of Hyun Nui. Maybe a little bit unlucky for the Vietnamese side. See how this game finishes, but for the moment, feels like they maybe should have a goal back in this game. Obviously, it happens so quickly. Referees have to make the decision instantaneously, but potentially unlucky if they're not able to get back in this game. But Abu Dhabi on the attack now, using the pace, using everything they've got, and winning themselves a corner. UBA maybe got a little bit quieter in recent moments of this game. Haven't seen as much of it as Ho Chi Minh City continue their hunt to get back into this contest. It's their first corner of the game. Sorry, second for Abu Dhabi. This ball sits deep and easily collected in the end by Thoyam. Maybe Abu Dhabi getting a little bit tired. Not quite sure. It is very humid out there, and that's a good inviting ball. Maybe would have liked it a little bit further, but into the box it goes. Well defended, but it stays in possession of Ho Chi Minh City. Cabrera brings it back. Through the jump from the defender. They're hunting that goal to get them back in this game. Casey Ryder, maybe we're gonna come and have a word. It looks like actually Lydia Kampa is down on the ground. Casey Ryder having a discussion there with Doi Grant. Just to say you can't kick as the keeper is about to lift the ball up, but also, the visitors' keeper throughout this contest has certainly been taking her time in collecting the ball after attacks from the opposition. Certainly been allowing the clock to wind itself down. There's maybe up pump up. It's often a chance at a drinks break for both these teams. It's hot, it's humid, it's night. It's been a very fast pace and frenetic opening 41 minutes. I wonder what they're thinking. Wishing their side all the positive will to get back into this game. Raheem Goldwood, and well saved. Saw the whole time. Thoyam has Eugenia Tete took that strike on goal. 2 goals so far in this competition for Tete. Played long. We'll see it again. Taking time to collect, drawing the opposition in. Has to be very mindful. In a matter of moments, play can just have a burst and acceleration of speed to win that ball back, and you wonder how that ball find itself in the net. Grandpa. Hassani. Working their way. This left-hand side. Not able to bypass the defense that time. Just sat too long, allowed the numbers to regain possession for Abu Dhabi. Ibrahim. Coaching staff. Abu Dhabi asking for a little bit better in those moments. Pereira, long range effort, and once again sailing over. And down on the ground actually. Pereira taking that strike and then just almost taken out as she was lifting in the air. Those sorts of fouls are quite intense when you hit the force at which you hit the ground. There is the head coach for Ho Chi Minh City, Nguyen Hong Pham, discussing with the technical group what can they figure out for the second half. What are some of the answers? They certainly got better as this game has progressed, but they are at a two goals down. Cabrera has been one of the more lively members in the midfield, picking it up, turning and going. The American, another one of those new signings to help boost this side. The head coach for the visitors, certainly be feeling very positive. Got that early goal and consolidated the lead with the finish from Toraf Al-Ghafi. Set themselves 2 goals up in this contest. That's just too much for Tete to bring down. But applying the high press. And 4 minutes added on to close out this opening 45 minutes of the AFC Women's Champions League 2024-25 quarterfinals. A chance to face off against either Uruba Red Diamonds or Wuhan Jingda in the second round. Interestingly enough, both these teams were in the group with at least one of them. Ho Chi Minh City faced off against Uruba Red Diamonds in their last game in the group stages, falling 2-0. And Abu Dhabi faced off against Wuhan, beating them 2-1 in their first game in the group stages. But Ho Chi Minh, can they get a goal late in this opening half? Such a physical battle. Space to work with on this right-hand side. Dubier cutting it across, a header and a third goal late. And this time it's Eugenia Tete, and she's dancing to the tune of a 3-goal advantage for Abu Dhabi. Just when Ho Chi Minh City were building momentum, and the dancers are added in the crowd as well. Tete, her 3rd goal now in this competition. Will that be the goal that really separates these two sides? A beautiful cross from Dhabi. Tetse rose the highest. And it was an empty net that she slotted the goal into. It is Eugenia Tetse from Ghana. Two Ghanaians on the score sheet this evening. Tora Al-Gharafi was the second, but they've been dominant on the wings when they've had space. It was a beautiful cross into the box. But a 3-goal advantage to head into half-time. And a chance at a semi-final berth. Feeling closer and closer for the visitors. Tete has previously been the top goal scorer for the domestic competition. On the ball now. This feels there's so much chemistry and joy with this Abu Dhabi side. And they're attacking. They play with a lot of creativity. And it's certainly working for them in this opening 45 minutes. Ball cutting diagonally, coming across, finding Hung Nai. It's a good ball in, and acrobatics were at show. Missed it all. Yeah, Hung Nai. If any player is certainly capable and allowed to do that, it was certainly her. Breaking forward, Boykrang. Couldn't find it that time. And that's the whistle for the opening 45 minutes. It's been a fantastic 45 for the visitors. Dhabi got the scoring underway, followed by Tora Al-Gharafi. Eugenia Tete just before half-time, making it a 3-goal advantage, and it's all smiles. Still another 45 minutes awaits both these teams. They can take a rest, regroup, and get themselves going. And take a break for half-time. And we're back for all the action here at Thong Nhat Stadium in Ho Chi Minh City, between Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC and Abu Dhabi County. But at halftime, it is Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC 0, Abu Dhabi Country Club 3. Welcome back for the second half of this AFC Women's Champions League 2024-25 quarter-final stage between Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC and Abu Dhabi Country Club. It is the visitors from the United Arab Emirates who have a 3-goal advantage to start this second half. Goals from Priscilla Adubiye, Toraf Al-Grafi, and Eugenia Tete in the first half from the visitors, and we're going to see a substitution as Ashley Dontat has gone off the field of play, and on comes Balchow to replace her, midfielder from midfielder, so like-for-like replacement in the second half. Lots of work to be done for the home team. They had some chances and they built as the first half went along, but a blow to their chances when Tete got on the score sheet just before half-time. They had their own really good chance. Ho Chi Minh City with a chance. Ball coming in from Hong Noi. So cut across, and there's just nobody who was able to get a touch of the far post as we get going in the second half. All the incentive from the home team to get an early goal, just as Abu Dhabi did in the first half. Sabrina Cabrera is off, as well as Ashley Cameron. Coming on as well. So Sabrina Cabrera, who we saw was injured at the end of the first half, doesn't start. What can the home team do? This ball's cut diagonally across. Just couldn't get the contact that time from Taitui. Love to see the young fans in the crowd supporting the women's game. Vietnam in the 2023 Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Not able to get a win, but it's always great to see them in international competitions. I imagine one day the United Arab Emirates would love to get to that stage as well. Both these teams have got players who play for both national teams. This is a good working play, but cut off. They'll retain possession. Actually, one back by Abu Dhabi. Soulmate. Soulmate once again with the ball at feet. Another Cruz keeper. Want to build, but Ho Chi Minh City applying pressure when needed. Scuffed clearance. Almost brought down by Adubiye. May fall to their advantage. It doesn't that time. Well, there could have been a potential challenge and foul there on Taitui. Shade Ibrahim been involved in a few challenges in this game. Needs to be mindful of that. Just stamping on the boot. That's got to hurt. This is well worked, but cleared once again. Feels like the tale of the story for the home side. Every time they get near, Abu Dhabi sticking a boot, collecting the ball and clearing it away. Just as the first half started, lots of possession for the home side. But it's that counter-attacking opportunities for Abu Dhabi that have been dangerous for them. They haven't defended it well. Haven't cleared the ball at times, and Abu Dhabi have been able to capitalize in those wide spaces. Center forward very deep to collect the ball to help the side out. Clear away from the danger. They've got clear space in the middle of the park. Need to find the right pass. Kyonui. It's a smart idea. They're headed away. The player's down behind the ball. But Abu Dhabi with 3 to go. Looks to be one of the Abu Dhabi players down for the moment. They'll continue with their attack. Ibrahim dispossessed, and now Casey Rybelt calls for some of the trainers to come on. Down, headed clearance. Lydia Krampa is the player down for the moment. Chance at a drinks break. UBA, first goal scorer. You see, under 30 there. Abu Dhabi, Nima Ibrahim. Very hot and very exhausting. This game has been very physical, but it gives a chance early in this second half to regroup, get some communication, both tactical sides, figure out a solution. It's good to see Lydia Krampa sitting back up. Rybelt in charge of this game. Really, referees in A-League Women's in Australia. Good to see referees from all parts of the region. Particularly our female ones getting involved. It's dangerous into the box, but once again, Abu Dhabi numbers back. Out wide, trying to work those pockets of spaces. And once again, headed away. And this long-range effort is well wide. Certainly ambitious in its nature. Cruz hasn't had too much to do in this game. Defense has done well to protect the goal. Cruz has won the Conan Bowl with Torres Femina in 2020. defense. That's a good ball into the box. A heavy collision. Both players back on their feet. But a frantic pace for Ho Chi Minh. Tete using that burst of acceleration as we've become so accustomed to in this game. And fouled that time. And it's going to be the first yellow card of the game for Toi Trang. Saw Tete was away and going and just tripped up. It wasn't intentional certainly, but an easy decision. So the 36-year-old is the first one in the book this evening. Turn from Henry. And they get a cross in, they can't. Good defensive work rate from Lydia Krumpa. The defender's been lively all game. Substitution in the first half to bring Toi Trang on. It's been simply inspired from Ho Chi Minh City FC. They've been a bit better with her on the ball. Seems to be getting very much involved in this battle. Send the ball into the box this time. Sits high. There are numbers in the area, but headed away. And then that strike was certainly ambitious from in the end. A very relaxed evening for Rani the Cruz. Ibrahim poked away. Good numbers, but one back immediately. Cutting it across diagonally, and it was almost there. Ready and waiting for strike Gui. Good defensive work from Lydia Krumpa. Even though they've scored so many goals, Krumpa is decisive at back. Another corner for Ho Chi Minh. More pressure mounted. They have a long mountain to climb. They've got to start somewhere as Baikui got ahead to it but couldn't keep it down. Curling away, Baikui rose to the highest, but couldn't redirect it back on goal. Rashid Al-Zabi down on the ground. Looks to be in a lot of pain, and the stretcher is out at the moment. Could be a case of cramp. Look at it again. Maybe this was where the collision was. Kaikui went for the ball. But maybe landed a little bit awkwardly. Wanting to make a substitution, coaches, they don't necessarily plan on it, but having the 3-goal buffer certainly makes you feel a little bit more secure and having to change from what you initially planned. It does look like Rashid Al-Zawi is going to be taken off with the stretcher. Nice crack back at it again as you look at these goals. Agubier from the edge of the box, dragging it across her body to get the opening goal of the game, and then the second, far more chaotic but advantageous for the Abu Dhabi side. Tora Al-Ghafi all by her lonesome in the box. Initially well saved, poked away that time, and then Agubier got on the score sheet but set up the assist to get Eugenia Tete her goal of the game. Dudier, a goal and assist to her name. Very dangerous on the wings. This may fall fortuitously for Ho Chi Minh City, but they can't get the numbers sorted. Still, they fight for possession. And now a chance at a long-range effort off the crossbar. What a dazzling effort. Lucky to be denied the home side, and almost over the head of the Cruise. Got an important touch to it, but it stays in the possession of the home side. That was Chelsea Lee's strike off the crossbar. Inches away from getting onto the score sheet. Being the better of the sides in the second half. And then they find an answer, and they find the key to unlock this Abu Dhabi defense. Not that time. That's a good ball. That's inviting. And just running out of space that time. To latch on to the end. It was a good pass from Chelsea Lee. What a thunderous strike off the crossbar. Saw it, set it up, had the power. Inches away from nestling underneath the crossbar instead. They do, Abu Dhabi, but they're losing these physical battles more and more as the game goes on. Agubier down on the ground, but they will continue. Lee trying to keep it in play. She certainly does. That's the kind of tenacity you need to get back into this game. But they're going to need to find a goal very quickly. Flipped on. And they win themselves another corner. And it looks like Mahmoud Al-Zarakan is going to come on for Abu Dhabi Country Club. But not before this corner. High ball. Lots of Abu Dhabi numbers there. Still it bobbles around, and finally it finds its way over the line. Goal from substitute Kaikui. They may have a chance here, Ho Chi Minh City Women's Football Club. Just as Abu Dhabi scored from a set piece, so do the home side. Kaikui, the substitute, coming on, getting a well-deserved goal for all of their efforts in the second half. There's a dangerous ball to the far side, headed goalward, and then just as Toraf Al-Gharafi was in the right spot for Abu Dhabi. So was Kaitoi. Deflecting off it. Al-Hassani not able to clear it far enough. Kaitoi. The 63rd minute on the score sheet. And they've still got time. They've got all the momentum. Looking fit and ready. I just joining the broadcast and mentioned I haven't played competitive football since December. It's just taken them a little bit longer to get into this game. Ho Chi Minh City. But they've regained more possession. They're finding more of those passes working for them. Very unfortunate for them to concede a goal so late in the first half. Now they're 3-1 down, but wouldn't it be such a different proposition if they're only 2-1 down? They're feeling very much alive. This one, they've got time, but not as much as they would like, and they are in the hunt for their second. That's a good ball over the top, brought down, and getting a boot out in a dangerous position. So another set piece. Rashida Ibrahim. A few times throughout this game, as obviously Lee has mentioned, he's gone in to battle, just catching Kaitui, the goal scorer, very late. We're going to see substitutions. So Toraf Al-Grafi is going to head off. But this was the goal for Al-Grafi from a set piece that almost found its own way in. And we also see Al-Grafi come off as well. And you see Al-Zarakin come on, and then Ibrahim. He's got 2 goals already in this competition. That ball's well worked, and there's the second! Just like that, in a matter of moments, Ho Chi Minh City are into this game, and they are certainly feeling the momentum on their side. An excellent set pieces. Set pieces are certainly being the name of the game today. And they found their way back into this game in a blink of an eye, and it's the captain who rose the highest. Taikui rising above, sending it back across the body of the keeper. Good skill and excellent delivery. Abu Dhabi, they may have felt very comfortable when this second half started, but now they really are under pressure. Ho Chi Minh City are feeling very confident that they can get back in this game, and they're certainly already back in it. A chance to find themselves in the semi-finals. And a fantastic game we've been treated to so far. Both sides with a lot of energy. And the pressure started on Abu Dhabi. Now it's on. So the second half, the pressure started for Ho Chi Minh City to get themselves into this contest and find some answers, and they've certainly done it. But now for Abu Dhabi, what is their character? How do they react? They have to be calm. They have to get back to the counter-attacking football and found them 3 goals up as Wei skies it high. She has got goals in her pocket. Scored so many throughout her career, but that time rising the whole way. Players down. The momentum in the crowd rising with the home side. Every goal, they are enjoying it. The Vietnamese crowd and maybe some tourists as well coming down to watch an evening of the AFC Women's Champions League, and they have been treated for an absolute pleasure of a game. Take a look at this first one. They got them back in. Gaitui. Perfect positioning. Abu Dhabi defense, and it looked like Priscilla Dubier had just switched off for the moment, but that goal was spectacular. Well placed from Hun Nui. And the captain, Gaitui, to nestle the ball into the net. 3 goals in 4 matches from Hun Nui in this competition. Her first goal in this campaign, as Harij Ahmed has blood pouring from her mouth, so needs to get that settled before she can come back. It. Easy collision. No fall fortuitously. It's a high boot. The white shirts of Abu Dhabi surround. They're in panic stations at the moment. Baltroy is curling it, and then the crew's coming out to collect. Time is on their side. And if this game cannot be sorted out in the 90 minutes of regular time, there will be extra time added, 2 periods of 15 minutes. And if we're not able to break the deadlock, at that point we'll go to a penalty shootout. Either side would like that. And right now, Ho Chi Minh City feel like they could score 2 or 3 more with the momentum they have. Lee, the outstretched boot, couldn't get it that time. Found it and recovered. Switching the plate, they've got numbers there. Nui deflected out. There'll be a corner. This is where it's been panic stations for Abu Dhabi. In set pieces, they haven't defended it well. It almost feels at times that they go advantage. Maybe the players thought they were at home already into the semi-finals. But Ho Chi Minh City not letting that happen. That's into a dangerous area once again. Cleared this time. Dealt with it much better. A foot race. And won by Toi Thang. Actually, along with this effort, almost into the path, just too much. Once it took that bounce, it just sped away from the run of Gaitui. Liking the idea, liking where the side is in this game. Tale of 2 halves. back in a dangerous area. A chance to put it out of the reach, cutting it across and dribbled over. The second goal of the game for Eugenia Tete. She scored just before halftime to really put the pressure on Ho Chi Minh City. And just as Ho Chi Minh City are getting back into this game, possession won by substitute Nima Ibrahim. Looked like she saw her teammate dribbled it across, and Tete was there to slot it into the net. A fantastic effort. And Ho Chi Minh City, the creators of their own misery in that moment, they had to do significantly better. Couldn't afford to give the ball up in such a high position. And Ibrahim, right idea. She scored twice already in this competition. Didn't want to score a third time. Saw the run of Tete at the far post. And a beautiful finish. And that may have just been enough. Who knows? Ho Chi Minh still scored 2 goals in quick succession, so we know this game can change in an instant. It's a good cross in, but headed away. And a beautiful effort to get them back again. A dazzling long-range effort. And they're pumping up the crowd. What a strike. We have seen some spectacular goals in this game. And we'll substitute Balchoi. Look at this effort. From the edge of the box, a fantastic volley. The crew's got her hand to it. But what a strike. What a finish from the 33-year-old. When it looked like they were almost done, they pull that out of their locker. Aljoy pumping up the crowd, saying it's not over. And they've applied the pressure, turned the temperature up. It's humid in Vietnam. And everybody else feeling a little bit dazed as a Dubier tries to chase that down. They're going to play it down on the park. And you can see that's the substitute, Nima Ibrahim, who's down on the ground holding her head at the moment. You can see how frantic it is on the Abu Dhabi touchline. Obviously, this is a high-stress moment. They're wanting their side, willing them to just find some composure, but they're going to need to find some composure on the bench as well. They're going to need to just settle it, bring some calm, and they've played very frantically at times in this game. Is why they find themselves in this position. But they do have a goal advantage. We're going to see another substitute from Kyung Nui, number 8 midfielder, ready to come on. There isn't much time left, but a chance and a run for Nima Ibrahim. She's dancing with the ball, blocked. A great challenge from Aubrey Goodwill to deny Ibrahim the 5th goal of the game for Abu Dhabi. This game looked like it promised goals on the outset, and it certainly has delivered. We saw 3 in the first half. We have seen 4 in the second, and we are not done yet. More than 10 minutes to go, plus what is added on by the 4th official. Could we see a 4th for Ho Chi Minh? Not there. cleared and then play it down. Stoikang. She's been certainly so good since coming on in the first half. Came on. She's been involved in a lot of the action, but it's Baljoy's goal. See, number 28. Bai Kim Yen. Last we've seen of her all game. To be replaced by Bai Hun Nui. Baljoy's goal. What an effort. We have seen some fantastic strikes all game. That certainly has to be the pick of the bunch. That half volley attempt from the edge of the box. Dhabi, it was so long ago she scored her first. She's taken out that time by the new substitute, Dai Hun Nui. Gets her name in the book as well. Dhabi saw space, tried to go around and then just bowled over. But what a fantastic game we've seen in a fantastic competition. These sides have really showed why this is such a valuable tournament for them. It's at stake, chance to grow the game. In the Asia stage and in the world as well. Ibrahim curling ball, but only red shirts surround it. Can they find a fourth? We are in the last 10 minutes of regular time. Chelsea Lee, out wide it goes. Just left behind, but I'll get a second bite at it. Chelsea Lee able to turn and go, but Dhabi putting the pressure. Still Lee travels forward. Space created and over the top this goes. And how a game can change. Okay, 3. Just sailing over. Both number 11s scoring for each side. As I mentioned, the winner of this side, this tie, will face Uru Red Diamonds or Wuhan Jingda. The best of the third place Wuhan. Uru are red, finished top of their group. We've seen from both sides, be certainly entertaining as that almost found its way. There are players on the edge of the box. If they can get a strike away, and they can! There's the fourth! They've got themselves back level. Hong Yui makes it 4-4 here at the Thongnat Stadium in Ho Chi Minh City. 4-4, it was 3-0 at halftime. Ho Chi Minh City at home, back level, and the crowd are certainly loving it. Abu Dhabi County Country Club cannot understand how this has happened. They were waiting, lining up on the edge of the box, and another cracking strike. They love a volley, Ho Chi Minh City. Must have been practicing it all week. 4-4 here in the quarterfinal, and there's still time left. There must be some more goals left in this game. We have been treated to an absolutely sensational contest. Tui. Feels like Ho Chi Minh City have all the momentum. They have goals left in the tank. Abu Dhabi look exhausted. physical fitness was spoken about by Ho Chi Minh City side. Hyun Nui and Nguyen Hung Pham, the coach, at the pre-match press conference, talked about the physical matchup. They spoke about how big and strong Abu Dhabi are, but right now it is looking like Ho Chi Minh City FC have got that aerobic endurance and they look ready to go, and they're teeing themselves up for a fifth. Some calls for a handball, and the calls are rewarded. Casey Rybelt, another free kick. Ho Chi Minh have been very, very dangerous from set-piece opportunities. And we're going to see Nima Al-Zahabi going to come on to replace Rij Ahmed. How do they lift their morale, Abu Dhabi? They scored when it looked like they had no momentum. Can they score once again? Or can they just hold on to get a breather? Ho Chi Minh City. This ball sits up once again. Cleared though. Tete. Clattering in. Still possession. A call for a handball, but it's going to stay with Abu Dhabi anyway. That's close. Going to stay with Abu Dhabi. No matter who wins this game, they're going to have a crazy story to tell. If you're Abu Dhabi, you say we're up at 3-0 at half-time. A fierce opponent in Ho Chi Minh City came back to really make us nervous. And if you're Ho Chi Minh, you say we were down at half-time and we lifted. We felt the momentum, we rode the energy of the crowd. We got to the finish line to reach a semi-final. But either way, the story will be something special. This ball sits up, there's numbers. It's headed across and headed wide. Everybody's up on their feet. There's a good ball through. And then substitute Doi Thang couldn't get it back on target. But they were lining up back there, just falling away with that chance. Disappointed with herself. The 36-year-old, but she's been great all game. And Rani the Cruz, the goalkeeper, who had nothing to do basically in the first half, has had a lot to do in the second. A lot of it picking the ball out of the back of the net. What a competition. Means so much. A lot of prize money at stake for both these teams. Certainly help in the development of their clubs, but also the game in their region. They need to find some calm. The United Arab Emirates side have just lost their way. That energy and creativity they were using to go forward in the first half, it's really fallen away. They just haven't been able to get that same level of creativity. Balcha, who got the goal. Good we see. All the keepers come on for the United Arab Emirates side. Encouraging themselves by Hong Nui. But look at this effort. Beautifully struck, sailing over the head of the keeper. It's confidence boosting. It's not only the goals they've scored, but the manner in which they've scored these goals. Those kinds of strikes are strikes taken from confident footballers who feel like this is their moment. They aren't going to miss it. Here we see an even more late dramatic finish. And that's headed back goalwards over the line. It's a moment of absolute disbelief. It's the substitute, Ghanima Al-Zabi, who heads it back into her own net. An own goal. Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC have got their fifth. It's not by their own doing, it's by the substitute, Ghanima Al-Zabi. Off the back of her head, past the keeper, absolute chaos in the box. She saw the flight of the ball, but she just couldn't control it, and her teammate thought it was going past the far post and didn't clear it, and it took a bounce into the net. Ghanima Al-Zabi, so unfortunate for her. But Ho Chi Minh City, what a comeback tale this may be. You can see she's so upset. It is so unfortunate, but there are 9 minutes added on, and we've seen the pace of this game. Goals have been scored in a matter of moments. Ho Chi Minh, who break forward once again. And this time, Al-Zabi clears it away. It is to be mentioned, it may be Al-Zabi's goal that has Ho Chi Minh up a goal in this game. But Abu Dhabi Country Club have been poor in this second half that have allowed Ho Chi Minh City too much space and have allowed them to score 4 goals. And those 4 goals were scored before the substitute came on. They haven't managed this game well. Maybe questions have to be asked. Did they think they were done? And that's a dazzling ball, and there's the 6, and that confirms it. No, it doesn't. There's the offside flag. They thought they were home and hosed. But the offside flag keeps Abu Dhabi Country Club in it for a few more minutes. Can they find a late goal in this game? Well, there's a beautiful cross, but the offside flag keeps this game hanging on the edge. There's been 6 goals scored in this second half, 3 in the first, but they're fighting Abu Dhabi. They aren't giving up. They're going to need to find something. We're almost 3 minutes down of this 9 added on. And they're building. And there's Tetse. Tetse deflected away. And that one, over it goes. Eugenia Tetse on a hat-trick. Tetse forced to save. Charging through. She's got 2 already. It was her goal to make it 4-3. It looked like Abu Dhabi were going to be safe. Taking some time off the clock, this Ho Chi Minh City Club. They've got the phones out, they're checking the time, counting the seconds. What a game we have been treated to. What a competition that has been brought in. In spectacular moments like this is certainly the match of the tournament. There is no doubt about that. We've seen some fantastic moments, some spectacular goals, some unfortunate ones, but Abu Dhabi, they're going to need to find something. But that's not how you're going to do it. They need their own set-piece opportunity. It's into the middle. But the red shirts around. Cut off by Azra Khan. Dubier, we haven't seen much of her in the second half. Now they turn Hyun-Yui. Such an inspirational part of this side. They need to be mindful. If AC Rybelt gives Ho Chi Minh City the reprieve they are after. You would not have believed how this game has gone if somebody had told you about it. There's despair on the faces of the Abu Dhabi players. They still have time, not much left of it. Every time you felt like you've known how this tale was going to end, something different happens. Something changes the course of expectation. It looked like the side from the United Arab Emirates were going to be home. But it may be the side from Vietnam as that's headed wide. It's going to be a corner. More time ticking away from the Abu Dhabi Country Club. You still see the disappointment on Ghanima Al-Zabi's face. Very emotional. It was of such unfortunate circumstances how the ball fell. And that's how football is sometimes. Chelsea Lee, they want to take time off. The ladies in red. Cutting it across, they've got the numbers. Offside flag goes, they need to be quick. Abu Dhabi, and that's cleared away. The ball away before Abu Dhabi can take it. Free kick. Chelsea Lee, the American, came in to help bolster this Vietnamese side. It's going to stay with Abu Dhabi, high up the pitch. They need to be tactful. They need their own bit of luck, their own bit of magic. They need to find something. Can't be individual, it has to be team-like. That's not where you want to give up the foul. For Eugenia Tete. Just overzealous and dragging Boy Trang down. We have just about a minute left in this game. And what a game it has been. And there's numbers for Abu Dhabi. They just have to send it long like they did when this game first started. Adubier, able to turn away, fouled, needs to take the free kick. They do not have time to waste. And they're going to make a substitution. This does not feel like the right time. They're going to take off their captain, Fatima Al-Hassani, to replace by forward Charles Al-Zarakin. It's just sent wide. There's nobody there. This only helps the home side. But it'll stay high up the pitch. This would be the time you'd ask for somebody who's capable of a long throw. Fatima Al-Hassani, the captain, comes off to be replaced by Shahab Al-Zarakin. A forward. A defender for a forward. They need to just bring it into the field of play, get it into the box and see how the chips may fall. Poked away and then cleared long. And that's full time at Thongnat Stadium. A dramatic game that sees the home side, Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC, advance to the quarterfinals. They await the winner of Euro Red Diamonds, Wuhan Jingda. But what a game and what a story they'll have to tell. Advancing to a semi-final. Heartbreak for Abu Dhabi Country Club to lose in the fashion they did. They had a 3-goal advantage at halftime. We saw 6 goals scored in the second half. Some dazzling long-range efforts. Some terrific taking advantage of set pieces. This will be a game that Abu Dhabi Country Club will have to think about for a while. They will certainly feel a lot of despair. They had the game in their hands at halftime, a 3-goal advantage, but they could not capitalize. And maybe took for granted the lead they had because Ho Chi Minh City felt they were still in this game. They certainly were building as the first half went on. Were unlucky to concede the third. But in the second half, Doi Kui, Chong Ti Kyo, Bao Cho, Hong Nguyen, and then the final blow for Abu Dhabi Country Club, Naima Al-Zabi, the substitute who had only been on for a few moments. Her unfortunate header nestled its way into the back of the net and makes this game 5-4 to end it. What a story these fans will get to tell. They were there for this game that saw their Vietnamese women's side advance to a semi-final of the AFC Women's Champions League 2024-25. It is a fantastic effort from both these sides to put on such a show like this. You can see the crowd absolutely loving their side. It's so great to see these young kids, seeing these players who may be their heroes. Maybe potentially they'll want to play the game and put on a show like this. It is a thriller. That's one of the goal scorers, Priscilla Dubier. Her goal seems so far away. The first of the game in the opening 3 minutes. And it's Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC who celebrate and get to do the Viking clap. Fantastic celebration. Well deserved. They never gave up. Continued to work. But at the end of it all, it is Ho Chi Minh City 5, Abu Dhabi Country Club 4. I've been Pakil Frimpong. Thank you so very much for joining me. And there's still more quarterfinals action tomorrow.